Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. Hi guys, I'm back, like it or not. We're going to do a key farm first, because I'm smarter than I look. I checked ahead. Pardon me, I need to do events in Ascalon for the weeklies, so if I have to do events in Ascalon, I might as well create my new character in Ascalon. As always, we will go randomly. Good evening to whomever has joined me. 1 through 9 and 11 through 19. Rerolling on a 10 or a 20, and it is a 14. That's an engineer. Did I not do engineer last time? I think I did engineer last time, so I'm going to re-roll because I don't want to do the same thing I did last time. 3. Rev. Sure, Revenant. A Charvenant. Make myself small. Other than that, though, we're going to randomize our appearance. Here we go. That is a look. It's a look. I didn't realize that was a hairstyle that Char could have. Or would want. But we're going with it anyway. Mod 3. That is a 5. So we'll stick with the Veil Piercer. Mod 3. No, we always go ferocity just so I can remember. I will be 18. That's going to be Iron Legion. And mod 5 is a 15. 15? Yep, that's Riva. And about my dad, mod 3, that is a 2, Sorcerer Shaman. This is my story. Made up the name. And hey, no one's taken it. We're going to skip to the end of any conversations that are skippable too. Camera control, thank you.
Over here, soldier. I've got new orders for you.
Well, it looks like we're going to have about 500 points come tomorrow. AA. For the new season, the new vault of the AA. They announced what's going to be in it today. Another case of them taking a set and producing 2 different dyes.
Hey, over here.
Dye jobs on it for 2 consecutive seasons. It was the black and red spider. This time is white and something else spider stuff. Another one of the mystics. Warclaw this time, unsurprisingly. Mount skin. We don't know what's going to be offered in the legendary kit, but they've changed the mechanic now. It looks like when you opt to open one up, it'll take you to a different place. It'll take you to
You cannot win.
a location where you basically start your quest to get the legendary. And we're waiting. Somebody's in there right now fighting the bad man.
I need assistance over here.
Oh, that had to hurt.
And I have to wait for them to finish before I can move on. Locked door, not a good mechanic.
Stand down! Forget your orders. No one goes into this crypt unless I command it. Stand down! Forget your orders. No one goes into this crypt unless
At least in the human area, you can go to the go to where the battle is taking place, and if you get there in time, you get to move on.
That gate, or
But
I'll
here
be
you've got to
holding
wait
your
for it
head.
to finish.
Now!
Not
needs reinforcements.
fun. I mean, it's not a big deal. Make no mistake.
Best fight in weeks.
That's just another
You go
reason
on.
why
I'll be right behind you.
the fastest
Nothing again.
way of doing the key farm is human. Doesn't have any of these little breaks in the action that you've got to deal with.
Fall in, soldiers. It's time to remind these ghosts who's in charge. We're
You,
going to
sir?
hit Baron
You?
so hard it'll take him weeks to reappear. Move out.
We're going to destroy the ghostly Duke. Me and one other player.
Fast.
Help me.
Rally to me. Cut them down. Stop them.
I can't
flat.
cut them down. I'm using a mace. I can thump them down.
Filthy animals. You will
A couple
not regret
characters,
this.
up 3 other players here with me. It is Monday. Monday tends to be when you're most likely to get key farms.
I will not be defeated. I will destroy you all.
Yeah, you'll destroy us all, blah, blah, blah. Just turn yourself into a giant statue so we can kick the statue's ass, too. War. Turn a ghostly blue, because you're just a ghost. You're not half the man you used to be.
We lost this war long ago, and we'll kill you and we burn down his kingdom and bury the ashes. Forward, legions! Finish him! Mission accomplished. You're heroes now, boys and girls.
You heard him.
Congratulations.
I'm a hero now.
Report back to Smokestead.
Actually, I think there are 2 different weeklies that I can get progress on by leveling up through
I
here.
heard what.
10 Ascalonians.
If you live long enough,
Finished with that.
you'll kill both.
In the weekly category, we've got complete 10 events, but we also have complete events in Ascalon. So, double dipping. I have a new mace.
Smokestead.
So it's going to be a little bit longer than it was, I don't know, 5 days ago, whatever, when I did the weekly last week. As we no longer have 2 XP bonuses running, just one.
Okay, no cheating this time.
Back on month, if you do happen to have no internet, you can still play Wayfinder offline mode. Excellent. That is always a welcome thing for the game devs to do. I did play a little bit more yesterday. I'm currently actively playing like 5 games at once. That's one of them. Yes, I'm a heroic char, so let me fill the feed troughs. One more feed trough ought to do it. Oh.
It's easy when you know how.
Ding. Level 5. I have completed a renown heart already. So it won't quite be as quick as the one last week because slightly less XP is currently available.
Where I Iron Legion.
And also the char. Leveling is a bit more involved.
I need some help!
I need some help.
For Iron Legion.
Sadly, looks like the other players are also aware of what one does to make progress in the heart. Firing the cannon being just about the best, fastest way. Where do you think you're running off to?
You have a question?
That guy must have one-shotted it. I need like 1 or 2 more cannons. One will do. Dun, dun, dun. Another level. Give me a mighty sword, please. That is combo skills in combat. We're already better than halfway done with our daily. And then we're also working on the weekly at the same time. And a key farm. All at once. Don't think I'm going to get a lot of events because the 1 XP bonus is still in place. And I'm going to be doing the storyline stuff pretty quick, so. Playing another class the other day, got bored of it. No, that was if it was a key farm, and I think it was. Well, it depends. Either I was running a key farm character, and those are run up to level 12 or 13 or so, and then deleted. So if that's the one you saw me playing, that one's been deleted. Because the key farm character is basically just an hour and a half project to get a key to open one of the lockboxes. If it was one of the other characters that I was leveling up for realsies, then that character is still sitting in my long list of characters, awaiting more attention. But for right now, there's a weekly on that requires me to do events in this map. So I'm doing both the new character key farm and doing it in this area. So I'm doing it with a char, because any events I get in here allows me to double dip. I get experience, but it'll also progress towards 2 different weeklies, and you need to finish 6 out of the 8 weeklies. And I'm trying to get as many done as possible before tomorrow when we get our new content drop for Guild Wars 2. I'm already up to level 7. That's taken 14 minutes and 1 second. There's currently an XP bonus right there, new hero jumpstart in Guild Wars 2, which makes getting through your key farm a lot faster. Alright, so we do have an event here, so I'll be making progress here through both the event and, actually 2 different events, and the completion heart for XP. Multitasking, triple tasking, no, it's not forple tasking, but it is triple tasking.
Let's show these guys some good old junkyard hospitality.
Apparently junkyard hospitality is a thing. I
For
wasn't aware.
Iron Legion.
Played this game a bit. A key farm. Yeah, for a key for the loot box. You can once per week. What you can do is you can create a new character. You get them up to level 10. You do the first chapter of the storyline, and it gives you a key for opening up the lock boxes, which otherwise the keys are like $1 if you buy an individual key. If you buy them in bulk, they're cheaper than $1. But in essence, you know, it's maybe an hour's work for saving $1, but I kind of like it as sort of a Zen experience. I find it kind of relaxing to just do it.
Get your paws off my garbage, you stinking
And I've done it
scavengers.
literally, I don't know if I can say literally hundreds, but over 100 times over the course of years. It's not an uncommon thing. There were, for instance, in the very first little tutorial zone, there were 4 players. Oh my, the Revenant Spear. I get to try the Revenant Spear. Why? Oh, the better one. I don't know if I've ever used the Rev Spear. Oh, this event's still going on? Oh, that's right, it's timed. Ugh. Ugh. We don't do timed events. Yeah, so a key farm is not an unusual thing. You can speed it up. There are a number of ways to speed it up using consumables that level your character, but it's fast enough to level your character up to level 10 the old-fashioned way.
All of this.
And then you just go through the first chapter of the storyline, which is half an hour to an hour, depending on the storyline and how well you know how to optimize. And it gives you a key. But in this case, I'm doing this specific one in this specific area because I also have weekly quests for doing events. A couple of them that are all in this same area, so. I don't even know the, let's see, Abyssal Strike, melee or ranged. That's right, it's either melee or ranged. No, that one is. Maybe not all of them. Always bought the keys. Seems a slow way. Oh, it's a slow way to get keys, for sure. If you only get one key, but I guess it's spending real money. The thing is I actually just enjoy the process of leveling in this game more than most. I have bought keys in the past, believe me. For a while, I bought keys every time. I bought 25 keys every time there was a new lockbox came out. I was in a very happy position with the game at the time. I've been a little disappointed by some of the decisions they've made and the things they've done more recently. So, I've stopped doing that. I may resume it again, but I have bought plenty of keys in my time, for sure. No, this is just, in this particular case, it's a overlap of things. It's you know, I'm always up for a key farm. It's always find it relaxing. But in this case also I want to get the weeklies done before the new content drops tomorrow. Godspawn is the name of the new content. And in this particular case, doing events in this area, this map and associated maps, gives me progress on 2 of the weeklies at the same time. That is level 9 already. Normally it's not quite this fast, but we have a 50% XP bonus right now, so. As is tradition around here, if I'm playing a new character or a key farm, every time I get a new item of attire, I change the dyes on what I'm wearing. Note the haircut. That is, it's definitely something. I randomly change the dyes, so here we go. Sure, it's Silver Sky, Green Tint, and Acrid. Acrid. Isn't that a city? No, that's Akron. My bad. And that's level 10. 20 minutes and 19 seconds. And a little while to, wait for the stream to actually start. And we're into the storyline. think this is the quest line with the Ghost Killer Musket.
Must be sending you into dragon minion territory.
But we'll see soon enough.
First chance we get.
I am skipping through the convo stuff. Spent a lot of money in the game when your character had the permanent harvesting tool. For me, I got the permanent harvesting tools. Obviously, they're only on, I now have 2 sets. One I purchased with Black Lion statuettes, which is like the collector's, like an old green stamps or blue chip stamps that you get from lockboxes.
Yeah,
The other I got with the latest expansion.
Find those plans.
Oh, all your characters had to have permanent harvesting
We
tools.
know about the Ghostborn.
Yeah, that's
musket
a
plans.
chunk of change.
Hand them over, and I'll just leave us.
Ghost boar.
Kill them before they sound the
Tear them
alarm.
apart, boys.
Our barracks? That's like wearing a sign that says, please kill me as painfully as possible.
So I only have permanent tools on 2 of my characters, but on the other hand,
Before they get away.
I have 37 characters. So permanent tools on 37 characters would be a lot of money. I even have a second account on top of that, so I do have a couple of the salvage-o-matics. Those I consider to be necessary if you're playing any number of alts at all.
Cover.
And as you might guess by the fact I have so many of them, yeah. I like my alts. When I first got the unlimited permanent harvesting tools, I was hoping and probably even thought that they acted like legendary weapons in that if you had access to them, you could stick them in your shared inventory and use them all from there, but no, you can't do that. They have to be individually equipped. 37, can't remember how many I have, but not that many. Only like that with WoW, you have 3 or 4 full servers of characters. Well, now, they don't have the limit on number of characters per server anymore. But yeah, I'm the same way in WoW. Not quite as bad. Definitely not quite as bad. Okay, we got more of them.
Hold this area.
I missed. Yeah, I have 4 of each class and at least 1 of each of the 3 elite specs per class. As I said, I actually enjoy the leveling process in this game. You know, a lot of people treat leveling as the thing you get through to get to the game they want to play, but for me, I actually enjoy it.
You lose.
Let me see. I'll retrieve my weapon. Yes, I hit it in the plant holder. I would say that the race I play most is human.
If you think I can fight, wait till you see
Sura
me
and Norn are
dance.
probably tied for 2nd. Char would be 4th, and Sylvari. Yuck. Sylvari. Salads, as they are sometimes referred to. We will take the scale gauntlets, and that's new attire, which inevitably means new dies. New die. Papa's got a brand new bag. Pants I can't wear. A weapon I can't use. And a slightly better trident.
This is most remarkable.
Goes away. That goes there. Goes there. Let's go down there. Oh. Almost forgot. Randomized dies, and here they come. We have Enameled Solitude. The enameled dies are some of my favorite dies in the game. Pale and Burgundy. Pale does a reasonable job as chainmail. Not so much the Enameled Solitude. See, heavy armor, I think they've got this backwards. The colors, here you've got the chainmail area is in the lower left. Here, the chainmail area is the top die channel. They got the die channels mixed up. Out we go. Salvage weapon parts in the wrecking yard. Actually. Yep, might as well. It's going to be the same speed either way. And more Flame Legion coming to stirring up the trouble.
I'm ready to solve
A favorite NPC? Well, I have to agree. Most of the time, I don't agree with people when it's a popular choice for something like an NPC. But Tybalt Left Paw, I think is his last name, who's part of the Order of Whispers storyline, is a really well-made character. Canuck has some of the best lines in the game. I have to collect scrap rifle parts. Oozes are amongst my least favorite mobs to fight, with their ability to basically flatten themselves out and take no damage for 5 seconds. I don't get any extra progress for killing rats. Canuck definitely, I think, has the best lines in the game. There are a fair number of them I can't stand, too. Bram, I'm looking at you. See, now he's gone into evade mode. That's just... I hate it so much. 5 seconds of wasting my life. And it's evading again. I hate these mobs. They're just the worst. Well, they're not the worst. The worst are actually Mordrum snipers. But these ones are bad. Great, another one.
We know about you. Give them here. Sorry.
And they're back again. Flame Legion losers.
Cover me. I've got something special for these punks.
More Flame Legion turds. It's another level for me.
That looks valuable.
That looks valuable.
This is going to sting a lot.
She's making a gun that's going to hurt. The stupid Flame Legion jerks. I do like that force skill. Force skill. Not for skin, for skill. The number 4, okay? Just one.
Almost there. Just a little more time.
Yeah, take your time. Evidently, you've got plenty of it. Lots of dead char here in the wrecking yard. Quite like the hunter chic. Maybe look her name up. Oh, the hunter chick. She got killed off in one of the later expansions. Air Stigalkin.
Fork over the plans or we'll roast you alive.
Her son is one of the characters I do not like.
I'll be picking this garbage out of my foot for weeks. Careful, hag. Go on. Hide behind that filthy hag, you coward. We'll be back.
Nice gun you've got there, Lucia. Delammermore. Yeah, Air is one of the NPCs I like.
Flame Legion, here.
Good voice for it.
Good thing I had my sticky shot ammo. It's
Decent writing.
buckshot coated in lye. It hits, sticks, and burns.
That's great stuff. Hey.
Report to Tribune Goreblade. Back inside we go. Make sure we get that waypoint. Grab this waypoint. Are we at the right level? No. Up one more level, I think. Helps if you actually go up the ramp. Yeah, I could bust out my flying mount and fly up, but where's the fun in that? And there we are. Scrapyard Dogs, Part 2. There it is. Talk to Buer.
Ah, here's my new up-and-comer now. I was just telling Tribune Brimstone about you. Nothing good, of course.
Don't you believe him, soldier? In fact, Tribune Goreblade was bragging about some special weapons projects you're heading up. I have an update on that, sir. I've acquired parts and ammunition for my Godspawn musket. I've also arranged a weapons test. But there's a problem. I've seen the Flame Legion twice inside the Citadel. First, they were after my plans, and then they showed up at the scrapyard to ambush me. They want my weapon, and they want me dead.
It's the hair.
Flame? Inside the Citadel?
Is that supposed to be your main?
Ah, it steams my ears.
It's awful.
How did they find out about your weapon design?
I told you, Buer, the Flame Commanders are nervous. If this musket makes ghosts take longer to reform, we'll need less troops to fight them. If that happens, Smolder will allocate more soldiers against the Flame Legion and will finally wipe them out. Mind if I watch the weapon tests?
Sure. Just stay behind the gun this time.
I was certainly surprised.
I'll invite
Came as
Tribune
quite the
Torga
surprise.
of the Ash Legion, too. She'll want to see this.
Yes, sir, Tribune. Keep an eye on me. You've never seen anything like this before. I expect that I have, soldier, but I'll pay attention. Never know when an old char is going to see a new trick. Okay. I'm constructing. Clank, clank, clank. Woot, 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 woot. Woot, 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 woot. That's about all I got in the way of weird noises. At least any that, you know, you would want to hear. There was supposed to be a kaboom. Where's the earth-shattering kaboom? I'm not sure how this will do against solid targets, or the ghosts. Want to march into battle without even a test firing weapon? Get work on the dummies. Yes, sir. There we go. Our gun works. Let's see. Well, sword is supposed to be sort of the de rigueur for revs, at least at lower levels, but I'm currently, I have to say, digging the spear, so we'll go spear and sword. Another level.
You hear anything from the front lines?
Legendary dwarf
Still
training.
fighting. The line's moving back. Slowly.
We have to stop
And the rotating spinning hammers of doom are always the right answer. We're currently dual wielding, or wielding the spear, but now we'll be able to swap into sword offhand. Let's see. We got 2 more bags of loot. Can't wear it. Can use it. Vindicator, I think. Destroy that. Put those away. No. And we have an unidentified die. Sadly, I have all of the dies that this can give me. It's a common die. So this will get mailed to a guildie. If they don't have it, I'm pretty sure they do, they'll slap it into the guild bank, where any of my guildies can freely nom it. Next up, speak with Craze Steel Grinder. Good old Craze? Man, I didn't even get any waypoints out there. Trippy. Leveling process a lot faster with plus 50% XP.
Hey, come talk to me.
Oh, yeah. Couldn't manage the ziggy zaggy. All right. And then I drive into a tree. I mean, we've all had that difficulty. A night out on the town, you know, and you're on your roller beetle and your controls are just not quite up to what they're usually up to, and you ride your roller beetle right into a tree. Who amongst us hasn't done that? Ghost Boar musket. Hi, Craze Steel Grinder. All right. He's got some of his warband out there, and they're going to pull mobs up here.
Keep that ghost boar musket ready. I've signal my warband and they're on the way.
One of them is big on woo-hooing.
There's Rack.
I remember
a
that.
bunch of ghosts on his tail. Gangway! Ghost train coming through!
That went further than I was expecting, gotta say.
Here comes Rose, and she's bringing friends.
I think she's the one who wahoos. Maybe not. Well, we'll know soon enough.
Heads up! Here I come and I'm bringing company!
Wahooing just seems like a really strange and not very charged thing to do, I have to say. Okay, next. Come on.
Timber's coming in.
Yeah, I think this is the one that wahoos, the one that comes in from
Look
the angle.
alive! I've got ghosts on my
Yeah,
tail.
woohoo.
Wahoo!
Wahoo. Yeah, it's evidently Char are big on the wahooing. I wouldn't have thought that. Again, we will skip the chats, as now we're going to enter the ruins and obtain a trophy. Trophy. Obtain a trophy, I said. But do you not have trophies around here? Well, I'm going to get more aggro from these ones as well. And we'll be able to scoot over here a bit more. Ascalonian peasants. Peasant ghosts. How terribly boring. Human ghosts, bad enough, but peasant ghosts? Ugh, that simply won't do at all. Hi.
Die, invader!
We didn't get many events. I'm not sure we even finished that one event.
Sorry, ghosts, we're taking your torch.
Did we get any events?
Don't trip in the
Any
dark
credit
now.
for any events for the weekly? Yeah, we got one. Yay, we got one done.
Hit him again, boss. I love it.
Rawr, rawr, rawr. We're Char. We're cats. Tribune Gorblade.
Let me guess.
They're impressed because I'm awesome. Obviously. New chess piece. You know what that means. New random dice. And a new hat. Which means if I don't like the first set, I get one free reroll. Hey. I was going to say these aren't my rules, but they are. They're my rules. New chess piece. New hat. Oh, we can still make out some of my hair, can't we? It's god awful. Back to dies. Drum roll, please. No. I'm gonna use my extra spin to win roll. Better, but not good by any means. Let's see if we can get lucky. with 3 bags of loot. Shoulders we can't use, gloves we can't use, and a mask we can't use. And exit. Exit stage left. That's an old guy cartoon reference. I have a vendor in here that I can sell my crap to. We do. Good. I can sell my crap to them.
Need something?
I need to sell my crap to you. Easy peasy. Next up, conduct a secondary test of the Ghostbuster musket. Speak with Snarl and Galena at Exterminatus HQ. HQ, if you're not familiar with Exterminatus HQ, evidently we've suddenly taken a right turn into the Warhammer 40k universe because there's an Exterminatus headquarters. So why is that all the way out there? Oh, we have an event. Well, we've got an event. I'm going to take advantage of it because I need the events. Wow, it's got there just in time, but hey, event successful.
Yeah.
We had only 1. We've doubled that number to 2. We're going to need 15 events in Ascalon.
I've squished scarier bugs.
This is Spectre Warband.
Do you think the cat people are attracted to sitting inside cardboard boxes? That is a perfectly fair question. I have not seen anyone have an opinion on that. Now I want to go back and look around through our quarters.
I don't care who gets our ghost war weapon. I just want to see it kill
And
more ghosts.
see if we've just got regular beds or if we've got like cat beds.
Portable turrets. That's pure
I don't
ash.
remember seeing
Go
sand
in and
boxes.
take piddly little pot shots at the enemy.
Better than your... It's a strike that's as likely to miss as it is to hit.
Now, the real test would be, even if they're attracted to cardboard boxes, are they attracted to if you, in chalk, say, on a floor, not on a rug, that wouldn't be a good idea, but on a floor, if you draw a square, or if you lay down tape in the shape of an open square, will they lay in it like cats do?
Wake up, ghost mice of Ascalon.
All right.
Blood Legion is here to take everything you have again. Your land and your lives, ours. We will erase you. Tyria will forget your pathetic kingdom ever existed.
I don't see why it's necessary
We
to
defile the bones of your
insult the
ancestors'
ghosts
sport.
quite that much, but
Adalbern's
all
grave
right.
is
Somehow I managed to
our
miss this one
retreat.
twice. But not 3 times. That was much. That's my first good shot. I don't know if the Char inherently seek out boxes, but I feel safe in saying that the other races make fun of them as if they did, even if they don't. Oh, one of them.
Go back to the mists and stay there. End this humiliation.
Really, my aim is off tonight. Come on, come on. Oh, terrible tonight. I'm really bad. Most of the time I get them all like before they even get to here. Tonight I'm bad.
You're hopeless, helpless, worthless. Adalbern's army is a joke.
Laser pointers,
a
effective crowd control tactics
joke.
again. It wouldn't surprise me, but I'm probably not going to bring it up to them. They're probably not like particularly open to humor at their expense. Humor not always the strong point of the Char.
We're You're laughing now, dead Scalonians. You don't like it? Come shut us up.
That was a better shot. Now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, those last two shots were winners.
Ha! How's that, Snarl? Let's see your pop gun turrets beat that.
That was great. I should take taunt lessons from Galena. Oh, and the cannon worked well, too.
All right, and got to say, that's an impressive piece of machinery. Sadly, Ash Legions is kind of crap. In comparison, it's very crap. Unimpressive turrets. All right, start it up, Snarl.
Ready? Release the ghosts. Come on. Let's see if iron can do more than draw blueprints.
That's one wave.
Turrets are all yours. Adjust them any way you like. They're portable. Whenever you're ready, we'll be standing by. Make it quick.
Let's go. Come on, kill some more ghosts. Light them up. And 2 waves down. Oh, almost down. 2 waves down.
What do you want?
Let's go. Come on. Get your motor running. Head out on the highway. Looking for adventure or whatever comes our way. It's another level for me. I'm just a machine. I forgot to turn on my rotating hammers of doom. I feel embarrassment, near shame.
Just testing.
Unlike some
weapons is
soldiers,
fun.
I'm looking at
Imagine
you,
how great
Galena.
they'll be in
I
open
won't
warfare.
gloat. But the simple fact is that Ash turrets outperform the blood cannon. If you don't see that, you're simple
Even Guild Wars,
too.
what else do you like to play? I play a lot of games. I've played like 80 different games on my streams. Mostly MMOs, but also ARPGs. So I've played a lot of Path of Exile. I've played some WoW. I've been playing a good chunk of New World lately. All time, my most played games are probably WoW. I have over 6,000 hours in WoW. I have over 5,000 hours in both Guild Wars 2 and Lord of the Rings Online.
Rely on
So, MMOs mostly, a wide variety.
Officer on deck.
ARPGs a lot.
Tribune Goreblade. The tests are
Occasionally
complete.
single-player
I've got all
games.
the information I need to decide.
Not too difficult, I trust.
City of
Between
Heroes
Galena and
is like my
Snarl,
third
we're
most
lucky not
played.
to be ripped in half.
Star Wars Old Republic is like
Well
my
done, Legionnaire.
5th most played.
So which
I think
application of your
Lotro is
weapon earns
4th.
the upgrade? Excuse me, Tribune. A large ghost force is massing near Ashford Forum. They're calling a muster to fight them off.
New MMO called Ashes of Creation. I have seen it. I
Opportunity.
watched. I was glad
If
to
you have
see
no
that
objections,
the latest
Brimstone,
alpha. Pardon me
let's
for a
send
second.
both blood and ash
The
to
latest
confront
alpha.
the
A number of
ghosts.
streamers were playing
Definitely. The
that
more
I've
force,
watched in the
better.
past, so I watched them play.
Which side gets the ghost boar weapon?
I think it has too large of a
Let me confer
PvP
with my
component to be
Legionnaire.
interesting to
I'll
me.
let you know.
I'm not much of a
Rely on
PvPer.
iron, not false gods.
Ash? No. Blood, they're canon. Doodly-doo. So,
Finished with that.
I'd have to play it to decide for myself how well it played. It certainly is more in the line of something old school, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But the fact that a good chunk of it is PvP-centric, kind of a non-starter for me, personally. We have new attire. That means new randomly picked out dies, and Shadow Purple, Abyssal Sea, and Spearmint. Same, not a PvP fan, didn't realize it was such a big aspect. It seems like it is, yeah. One of the streamers who I've watched in the past, who is primarily an MMO PvPer, a Canadian guy named Zarbix, was playing it and doing some PvP. They'd changed some of the PvP mechanics for the equivalent of flagging and the like. It's back up again. Another event. And he wasn't happy with those changes that they've made, and that was just during the alpha. But it is an alpha, so things are getting changed all over the place.
Strong.
Visually, it looked okay. I don't know how it played. Visually, it was fine. Nothing impressive, but it seemed fine. But, I mean, it's also possible they may change directions in development and may make allowances for the fact that a very large part of the MMO audience isn't interested in PvP, and they may end up with PvP and PvE servers, which I'm perfectly fine with as a solution. My opinion on it has changed a lot over time. Initially, I didn't think much of it. And one sec. Anytime now, we can be able to attack you guys. Thank you. Oh, they're still all involved.
I've attained the awesome.
And then the event was completed. And then they brought out the Battle Royale version as sort of a test bed. But that seemed like that was chasing money. And so my opinion was that at that time, I thought it was a scam. But over the years, I've seen them bringing out more stuff and making additions to the game, and it's come further along. I no longer think it's a scam. I have no idea if the game's going to be good. The alpha looked okay, but again, playability and looks can be two different things. I don't know. I would say I'd lean against it's probably not going to be successful in the long term. But that's more based on the fact that it seems like no MMOs that come out anymore are particularly successful.
Power flow at 30%. Rerouting.
Don't mind PvP, it's Old Republic Arena. I played the MMO in which I played the most PvP by far was Star Wars: The Old Republic. Specifically, there was one particular... I don't have enough points. One particular battleground that I very, very much liked. That was the asymmetric one, which took place on like a spaceship. One team would attack and the other team would defend. Then they'd swap roles. And whoever either succeeded in capturing the objective faster or got the furthest in capturing it would win. I loved the asymmetric mechanic on that one. Hutball was okay, but the one with asymmetric mechanic I really, really enjoyed. Meet Galena at Ashford Forum. That's way down there. Well, I'll just get on my bug and ride like the wind. Deadly Force.
Ooh, I want to see how many ghosts the cannon can kill at once.
We'll skip.
I'm so glad to be
Follow
here.
me.
Ballistically, this will be a day to remember.
Ballistically, it'll be a day to remember. All right.
Stand by,
Give me the
Victor.
enormous
Get ready to
gun.
rain death. On my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark!
Watch it. Undead headed this way.
Hey, undead is a bit of a harsh way of describing them. Not completely inaccurate, but harsh. I hit a couple of them. That should do it for the ghostly catapults. We'll skip to the end here.
Keep an eye out for some
They'll
more.
provide covering
Let me
fire.
know if you hear anything.
Take the forest
Cannon's
path
fun
to
to
the
play
left.
with, but I'd rather
Avoid
be in the
the
middle
Godspawn
of it.
force.
Let's
We'll
go
hold the
save
line.
some more.
One of the big mechanics they have in Ashes of Creation, as I understand it, basically is sort of like area control and growing a town, and the town would be controlled by a guild or a group of players. I'm not sure the exact mechanic. And then having, I was watching the other night, I think it was Zarbix playing, where
On your feet, soldier.
he
We're
had
pulling
taken
out.
control. He had like a mission to destroy a like a trade caravan, and he had captured it, but there didn't seem to be a way for him to destroy it, and so he was struggling with that. But that sort of thing, where you have a living world, basically where control of areas moves back and forth over time, and you need to move supplies, so in that way it's a little bit like World v. World and Guild Wars 2, where we have our
I'll
yaks.
need to scout
They're coming out of the
all
wall.
this.
So I just don't think it's a game that I'm
What are
going
you
to be
doing?
particularly
I
interested
told
in.
Galena to bring this place down. Never mind. Let's just get Lebowski.
Yes,
Well, that's enough. I'll take you all head on.
Strong.
War Master Lebowski. It's the big Lebowski, everyone. Interesting what you say. So successful the MMO day. It's hard to deny it. Said, oh, I'm an MMO fanatic. I want them to succeed. Even a game that I don't think is for me, I want them to succeed because that means,
Rally to me.
they'll make more.
Blood, blood.
The big studios will throw money at them the way they used to. But most of the MMOs we get these days are
All who injure us will pay.
gank boxes,
That's
PvP
not
gank
right,
boxes,
Mouse.
because they're much cheaper to make.
I guess it's good you showed up.
I've
Thanks.
defeated 5
Now
veterans.
let's get back to Galena.
All right. Daily completed, but we've still got a lot of work to do on our weeklies. But I think it makes it so hard for MMOs to succeed. They are very high expense. And if it
I couldn't hear.
doesn't succeed,
Did he wail when he died?
that's probably the single thing that is keeping them from being more successful, I think, is that they're just so expensive that the bigger studios, they don't want to go anywhere near them because the risk isn't worth it. Rather than make one AAA MMO, they will make literally 100 mobile games. And if one of those mobile games is a hit, it can make more than their MMO will. It's economics. I don't think the market is too saturated for MMOs. If you look at what happened with the re-release of New World, the number of people who were playing Once Human, including me, which Once Human I enjoyed, by the way, Right now, most of the MMOs that come out are either PvP gank boxes, survival, survival / PvP games, so kind of like Ark or I think Rust, or they are Asian games, and the Asian gaming culture is very different from the Western gaming culture, and generally those don't succeed in the West. Final Fantasy XIV, the obvious exception. Yeah, it's expensive. It's risk versus profit. I mean, most of Activision Blizzard's money didn't come from Activision, didn't come from Blizzard. It came from King. Specifically, it came from Candy Crush. They bought King, the makers of Candy Crush, I don't know, 6, 8, 10 years ago, and that's been their biggest moneymaker. And that's what can happen with mobile games. Mobile games, the reason there are so many mobile games and so many ads for mobile games is that if you get a hit, the return on your investment is stupidly enormous. I mean, it's not a lot. It's a ridiculous amount. Is that my key? I think it is.
And our armor still
There's my
looks
key.
great. Mission accomplished.
No, there have been too many MMO flops. Nobody wants to risk spending $200 million or more on a game that is likely to flop or underperform, because even the ones that succeed frequently underperform in the short term. I mean, theoretically, if you believe the announcement, Electronic Arts has had $1 billion of revenue from Star Wars: The Old Republic. But that's over 12 years, and that cost a reported, at the time, $200 million. If they had spent that $200 million on 200 mobile games, they'd have made a shitload more than $1 billion back. That's the math. Makes me a bit queasy, but that is the math.
That looks valuable.
But does it really look valuable? I'm not convinced. Yeah, that's more valuable. Grew up playing EverQuest, then World of Warcraft. You don't think it'll ever be the same? No, I agree. The scale of the games, what we saw with WoW was how MMOs went from a niche game to a game printing billions of dollars. And that opened the eyes, which is why there were so many MMOs that were made in the following years. But it also set a very different goal for MMOs. Not to have 100,000 or 200,000 subscribers, but to have 5 million, 7 million, 12 million subscribers. That is... in a market like that, you cannot have a bunch of sustainable, huge hits. So right now, we have to settle for kind of middle-tier games, for the most part. So, a Guild Wars 2, ESO, Final Fantasy XIV and World of Warcraft are the two big ones. We head back to town. So they're the ones that are still making the big money in the West. It's always a question of worldwide what else is making money. For instance, there are games that have made incredible boatloads of money in China that either have never come to the West or have failed in the West. There are boatloads of games that have made a lot of money in Korea that have not made a boatload of money in the U.S. For me, my first MMO that really grabbed me was Anarchy Online, but the first one that really hooked me was Star Wars Galaxies. And ever since Star Wars Galaxies came out, there's always been at least one MMO I'm playing a lot. Doesn't keep me from playing a lot of other stuff, too.
The Legion
Do
calls.
I have a Black Lion chest? I don't think I do. I don't have a chest. Well, that means I have to go and buy one. So that I can open my Black Lion chest. And have my hour and 10 minutes be worth about $1.25. If we get anything, of course. Black Lion chest. All right, these. I wonder if they're changing tomorrow. Probably. And as always, buy something at the trading post, and I always forget to pick it up. Always. At least this time I didn't go far. You liked Black Lizard? Yeah, BDO. You liked BDO? I liked some of the game systems in BDO a lot. Some of the individual game systems I thought were great. The overall, the game didn't grab me. But some of the game systems did. So, what we're going to get? We're going to get a Black Lion statuette, a mini blue cuckoo hatchling. We're guaranteed 2 commons. Good ones are the unlocks, and if we're lucky, one of the die kits. The crafting bags are good because I'm looking at making more legendary stuff. I don't need any more teleport to friends, revive orbs, transmutation charges, upgrade extractors, let alone 1 gold. The uncommons, there's a 10% chance in any box that you'll have an uncommon or better. The Venom Bite stuff aren't bad looking. Here's an example. It's a staff. It glows green and it drips, presumably, venom. Also in here is the portable hot springs chair, which I think you can share with 1 or maybe 2 character additional friends. And the Mystic Visionary cape, which is a pretty nice looking cape. Dyeable, of course. The rares, I'm not nuts about this set. When they were first available, I used a Black Lion claim ticket on the Focus, which looks like you're carrying an official document, but the rest of them I found to be kind of boring. I mean, they're not bad or anything. I mean, that's a good, if you're looking for a paladin type visual, you know, that's a nice shield. So it has a limited attractiveness quotient, I would say. And then the super rares, which I'll never get. I will click open. We'll get a common here, and what we're looking for, pardon me, is a 5th box to appear here. That means we got an uncommon or better. And here we go. Just commons, but if you're going to get just commons, that's about the best batch of just commons you can possibly get. A die kit and an unlock. That's a really good result. So, I need to go back to the bank. Curious how much those are currently selling for. Because, yeah, 3 gold and 15. Things like these, there are recipes that allow you to upgrade your, in this case, mini blue cuckoos to different colors and color schemes. So I'm going to, if we were to look up, for instance, cuckoos, you see the basic one you can buy for $3.15, but they go all the way up to the blazing cuckoo, which is selling for 365 gold. That's what it looks like right there. That's the blazing cuckoo. Second prize would be the mini celestial cuckoo hatchling. So that's one of the ways they add value to these sort of toss-in items, is to allow them to be upgraded when you have multiples of them.
Need something?
We'll put that away. We'll drop the cuckoo. There, I guess. All right, we have a flame die kit. I have all of the commons, uncommons, and rares in the game, but I don't have all the exclusives yet. Have it, have it, have it, have it, have it. I have all of these exclusives, sadly. We got a common. That's not a bad one, though. The lava is actually a pretty good dye. That's the lava color. Again, mail this off to My guilty friend. Then we have the unlock. It is a random weapon unlock. It is any weapon except legendaries that you haven't unlocked already. Oh, the devil-rending dagger. I was going to say, I have the devil-rending axe. Oh, dagger. I forgot they had those. So it's going to be one of these. Totally at random. Some of them are very, very expensive if I wanted to buy them. Some of them are dirt cheap if I wanted to buy them. That one, for example, would be expensive. Here we go. It is the Corrupted Hero Scepter. The eye moves. The eye moves. The eyes move. Okay. Sold. I like that one. I'm going to give that like an 8 or a 9 out of 10, really. It's that nice glowy purple. Would look good with, say, the arcane dyes. I can't tell. Does the eye actually move? If the eye moves, it's like a 9. I'm not sure. Mesmer skin? Yeah. The colors certainly are. But now I kind of want to see what the corrupted hero skins for other items look like. Skins. That's Void Corrupted. Oh. I don't think... What was it? It was the Corrupted Hero Scepter. Huh. Is that like a raid drop? Now I have to check. I have to check. Guild Wars 2. Corrupted Hero Weapons. Corrupted Hero Weapons. World v World. Exclusive weapons with selectable stats. There it is. It's a World v World weapon. Nice one. Corrupted Hero. Let's see. Can't buy it, so I have to check in the bank. Hold on.
The Legion calls.
Wardrobe. Weapon skins. Corrupted Hero Staff you want to see. That's the Scepter. That should be... Nope, that's Corrupted Branch. Corrupted Hero Staff. Corrupted Hero Staff. Are you ready? Here it comes. Pretty much looks like the Scepter does, except with a longer handle. Although the Scepter had these little fronds, the little ribbons coming from the bottom, which this doesn't have. The shield. One sec. So here's the Scepter again. Yeah, you see, it's got these little ribbons, these ghostly ribbons from the bottom. So I have to say that the Scepter, I think, is better than the staff. Shield. Corrupted Hero Shield. There you go. It's got sort of the yeah, it has sort of the ribbon-like around the outside. That's a nice... Yeah, that one's pretty good. Yeah, it has sort of like the ribbons. They're not moving, but they're kind of throbbing with color. So yeah, that's nice. That's a nice set. Not a giant eye, but it has a good-sized eye.
Let's hear it.
So now, what I'm going to do, having finished off him, I actually better check. I got to make sure his inventory is cleared out of anything that might be significant, because I didn't, because I'm in a hurry, because I'm always in a hurry. Put those away. That. Sell that. Okay. Log out. We're going to delete Falarn Fireborn. Falarn, I want to thank you for your work, your dedication to the cause, and the fact that you pulled a really cool scepter skin. Nicely done. Have a good time in the mists. We'll go back to my housing area briefly. I won't make you watch as I pick up all of my daily pickup goodies. We'll bop back out, and then we are off to Ascalon because I need to do more events for the weekly. That's my intent for the evening, is to run around in these maps doing events. How about there? As I need more events for the weekly. I'd like to get the weekly done so that I've got almost 1,000 AA come tomorrow for the new release. Let's see if I can get it all done. I'd have over 1,000. No. Yeah. About 1,200. Because it's 50 for each weekly. I need 6 of those. That'd be 300. That's 450. That's 750. We'd be at 1,200 for tomorrow. So I'm going to be running around like a crazy person. Like more of a crazy person. Looking for events. There's an event here. Oh, it's the champion. Is it just me? It's just me. This is nope, there's one other player here. Okay. A couple of players here.
Stand your ground.
There we go. I'll give everyone stability. I'll drop some heals for everybody. I'm a giver like that, you know. Almost got him. And that's another event done. Yay! Double dipping the events. So we need 11 more events in Ascalon. So I'm going to be running around for a while doing those. See if I can find them. When I can find them, I'm going to be doing them. Got another event.
These hairless rebels are leading one of our herds away. Hurry, go after them.
This will be unpleasant.
Time to kill some separatists. Let's res this poor little individual. Separatists. Morale 58. Prevent them from moving the herd. Another player. 39%. That's what their morale is at. That was really awful. What a drama queen. %, 17%. 6%, and that's it. Another event done. Yay! They keep coming this fast. Spoiler, they won't. We'll be done in no time. Another event. Ah, it's the Harpies. Nests completed. Tests completed, sorry. Cows needed 4. We've got 6 cows still alive.
These adjustments, this cow will be soaring like a bird.
It's the catapult. Lots of harpies.
Let me recalculate.
Yep, I've got nothing. We got another character here. I think. Come on, do your tests faster. I think I'm the only person here. If you're counting on me to keep your precious cows alive, kill them faster.
Off with you. Oh, I forgot to calculate for wind. And I call myself a genius.
All right, there's 4 cows alive. We need 2 cows to be alive so we can finish off his testing. Yes, matriarch, take me. Work faster.
Send me number 4, please.
As far as I can tell, the other player, all he's doing is he's got a radio playing. That's it. He's just carrying a musical radio. I hope he doesn't get any XP for this. Because as far as I can tell, he's useless as tits on a bowling ball.
I have a good feeling about this one.
All right, 1 cow is needed, and we have 3 cows left. It was, I think, 6 and 4 when we started, and now it's 3 and 1, so we have been losing some. But we've been getting enough done that we should be able to succeed at this event, too.
Okay, give me number 5. Save the best test subject for last.
Shoot the damn cow! Get in there, get shot.
Don't let me down.
Success! Yay, there was much rejoicing. Okay, there was some rejoicing. Okay, I rejoiced.
That one didn't survive either.
Your mileage may vary.
This is gonna require more
Power
research.
flow at 30%. Rerouting.
Indeed they did. And I've got a few cows left in the reserve supply. What do you want to do with them, boss?
Little animal cruelty. Hey, but it's all
Get one ready.
in the service of science. Oh, that's not an event I want anything to do with. Because it would take me away to another place. And a time-consuming and very challenging fight that wouldn't count as an event. And then it would leave me some random place in the world, so. Airborne! Oh. Alright, let's go, guys. Let me go ahead and actually track the weekly.
Oh,
go.
bud. The rebels in the area. Just what I needed.
There's another event over there. I want to see what event that is. Because I may have already gotten enough contribution to that one. This one is protecting the launchers. Launchers remaining 5.
Why here? Why?
Alright, I have done definitely enough. Assuming that one succeeds, which it should. I want to go back to the other one and make sure I've gotten credit for... What the hell is that thing? A sonic periscope.
6 feet tall.
Trying to get two at once. Head back to the other one. They've got 2 players over there. Oh, it's almost done. That is a successful event. I even got a gold star. I'm just that cool. Not really. Actually, when it comes to cool, I'm probably the opposite. What is the opposite of cool? Uncool, obviously, but...
Get away from my meat!
Get away from that man's meat. We'll pretend I didn't actually say that. Pardon the yawn. Old man. Old man is old. Another event. You're actually doing surprisingly well. Getting through these so far. I have been fortunate.
I need some help over here.
We've got another event. And this is one of the Living World season events, but it should still count. I am trying to recapture the ranch because someone has stolen our salad dressing. Pretty sure that's it. Me and Sleeping Engineer will take care of this problem. They've decided they want to charge after the harpies. Don't know why. Whereas I prefer murdering the Moletariat. And Flame Legion, I think, is the other batch. There are a number of other bits and pieces of the weeklies, but I would like to get these ones done while I'm here. So much diddly little stuff.
We have completed the task at hand.
Chocolate. I'm not sure who do you think's carrying the chocolate? Is that the Char or the mole people? The blind mole rat race. Kind of hard to know. We're running short on bag space here, because of course we are. That's one of my constants in my life. Running short on bag space. Alright, they killed those. I'll kill these. However, the Moletariat, the blind mole rat people, are immune to my blind. That was another successful event. Making extraordinarily good progress on this. One more, and there's another event. More of the same. One more event, and we'll finish off the first of the weeklies, which was do 10 events. The second one I'm also working on is do 15 events in Ascalon or one of the big meta events. I don't remember which it was. I didn't check and see if it was being run in any reasonable amount of nearby time. I'll probably check on that after I finish off all these jerks. How about I just drop that and a whole bunch of you fall over? Yeah, I thought so. I thought so.
Invigorating. I'm 6 feet tall.
Snuffed out.
Another event. That will be the first of the weeklies completed. And that, yay, is 50 more points. 50 veterans, that's a boatload. That is not an event, but we have an event going on over here, I think. Yep. Worm eggs. I'm not going to get there in time. Maybe I am.
Talk to me. All right. I've got more than enough. If I take back too many,
Didn't.
those
I needed like
drunkards will
one
agree.
more second.
Time to
One
get out of
literal
here and head
more
back to
second
town.
to get credit for that one. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Sadly, it's one of those that requires you to click a dialogue option to turn in the object. And I didn't quite have the time. Hey, more molten jerks. Shouldn't call them that. They're being very helpful for me for my weeklies. So I would like to apologize to them for calling them jerks.
Invigorating.
Mind you, they're still kind of jerks.
Quite a reward. Health increasing.
More veterans isn't going to hurt there. It's another event. It's really going a lot faster than I expected. Most of the time, if you've got to do, you know, a significant number of events, it takes quite a while to get enough. That actually worked better than I expected too. And no event there, so... event. I think it's because the ongoing Living World Season 1 stuff is going on in the map. And it means we're getting a lot of these Molten Alliance quest things. Really, that's the key. I've got like 5 of those now.
There goes my emotion.
Yeah, we're 80% done. We need 3 more. Showing another one over there. Bad driving. Yep, must be up above. Or underneath. Oh, it's over. I missed it. No, it's still showing. diddle around for too long trying to find it. I think it probably was that one with about 150 char in a cave. Alright, more vents. 3 more vents. Come on. Baby needs a new pair of shoes. Airborne! That was not optimal. Alright, we got another quest. There. Nope, nope, that's the... can't even remember what those are called. But it's not a quest I want to be doing. We have a mentor on the map. Or commander, one of the two. And have another event. Oh. I have destroyed a trebuchet. Follow me, guys. I'm going to destroy your other trebuchet. Don't mind me. And my bags are full of crap again. Throw that away. Oh my god, it's awful, the pain.
We have completed the task at hand.
Worm egg, don't need that. That's the one worm egg I couldn't turn in because the event ended. Not that I'm bitter. A little bitter. Those away. Sell that. Need 2 more. Rocket power. There's a new event near. I managed to hit the only log in the entire area. There's a guild rush. I'm not sure. No, I don't think that's the event. Is that complete guild rush? Yeah, I guess that's considered an event, but I don't. Not interested in doing a guild rush event on my own. New event nearby. I really wish that was something that they had fixed. It's been, to my mind, actually broken. I know it's a design intention. Anytime you get a message that says event nearby, there should be a denotation on the map showing you what the event is, because most of the time when they say that, you have no idea, which means that you more often than not choose the wrong direction to go trying to find it. It's a poor implementation. It is not helpful. Oh, event up there. And it doesn't look like there's another player here. That hurts the odds of us being able to get this done. Yeah, my odds of being able... I don't think this one's doable solo. And there don't appear to be any other players. I think you need both of the progress bars to get completed at the same time. But we'll see if we can finish up one bar and then go take care of the other one. It's not moving very fast, though. It's moving incredibly slow. Second player is here now. So our odds have improved immensely. I'm not sure if it's the speed of the bar progressing, I think, is based on the number of players. I'm not positive about that. I killed them in a hurry. Okay, between the two of us, this is going much faster. Now, if it'll stay when we go to the lower. Oh, where this is the lower? Where's the upper then? This is the lower incendio
The lower
temple.
area of the temple has been lost. Stand strong. We can still hold them off.
Is that the upper? No. I don't think. Oop. No, I don't think I wanted to be in there. And I'm in nowhere near the same area. That was not optimal. Hey there. Good evening. How you doing? Come on. Wait, where the bleep? I hate that so much. I really deeply freaking hate it. Where was I? How the hell? Good so far? Well, you've come to the wrong place. Can't play it? As in, you have a technical issue? Or a physical... Oh, it makes you rage too much? Well, I can understand that. Sometimes it makes me rage just beyond words, too. Well, where is the other one?
I feel 6 feet tall.
Is this a defense? Did they prevent them from retaking? I think this is a defense. No, occasionally this game makes me just rage furiously and has in the past made me rage quit once, so it ain't just you. My biggest source of raging for this game is storyline content, instanced storyline content, where 80% of it is anywhere from easy to okay, but 20% of it is absolute rage-inducing trash tier game design. So, yeah, I can understand that. All right, this is lower. Where's upper? No, there's this upper. And there is no way to recapture lower? I'm not sure. I don't remember this. See, I thought lower was the area around down here, but maybe they're considered to have captured that. We just need to help prevent them from capturing the second bit up here.
Infuriating.
So this will make me 14 out of 15 events complete, if in fact it completes, and I think it's going to. I mean, I could bail on this, but sometimes if you get too far away from an event, you won't get credit. So I don't want to have spent this much time at this and not get credit.
I feel 6 feet tall.
So another minute and a half.
Infuriate.
Defeating Flame Legion. It's another of the Adventure Guide Volume 4 requirements. Okay. And he dropped his there. 50 seconds. Storyline boss fights are so long, the damage they can do one-shot you characters. Trying to get a boss down and dying a lot makes you rage. Yeah, well, a lot of it is perfectly manageable, but some of the fights are not meant for a single player. Doesn't mean a single player can't complete them. In the past, some of them have had to death march. I've gotten better as a player. I don't have to death march stuff much. I just choose to mostly skip it, a lot of it, because it's just so awful. Some of the individual instance fights, especially when I was a bad player. I'm not a good player now, but I'm a way, way better player than I used to be. All right, event was successful. I need one more.
Outstanding. The Flame Legion has been held off. Good work, soldiers. More. I want more. Where are they?
This is the only proper course.
Sell, because I have 1,000 sitting in my crafting storage. I'll throw the crap away. And we will bug up. One more is needed. Right into the tree. Hey. Up. Whee! That's not going to go well. I was correct. That did not go well.
That should make them back off for a while.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm glad they couldn't get their hands on Bessie.
Which one's Bessie again?
Thought I heard. Guess not. Hearing things. Old man hearing things. Which is kind of a change. Most of the time I'm not hearing things.
I have a good feeling about this one.
Oh, this is not going to go great. Oh, that's... we can't let them get... Can't let the...
That looked better. Let the cow didn't survive the landing.
Can't let them get one more cow. As they need 2 more for the cattle pulp. There are a couple of us in here. You may be able to make it work. I have played Final Fantasy XIV. I tried
give me number 5.
on 4 separate occasions. My last try was the furthest I ever got. I got into the 20s, and I hit what is for me a complete non-starter. I will not play that game ever again. I got in. I'm playing through the storyline. It's functional. It's fine. It's not great. To my mind, it's not even good, but it's okay. I understand a lot of people love it.
One didn't
I'm
survive
not slagging on it as a game. I'm saying for me, it's not great. But then the absolute non-starter happens. I'm following the storyline, and I have to do a dungeon. And it is hands down the worst dungeon experience I've ever had. Now, it's not because it was filled with nasty people being terrible, wasn't loot ninjing, wasn't any of the sort of standard things. It was about 5 minutes, the entire thing, and I spent the entire time running behind higher level players. I occasionally got to hit something, but not that often. Not a word was spoken by any of the players. I had to run to keep up. I got to hit a couple of mobs a few times. I have no idea what was happening in the quest or the story for the dungeon. I have no idea what the dungeon looked like because I was chasing the other players the whole time, and literally not a word, not a single word. I would rather have done it at my own pace with AI-controlled players, you know, NPCs, than do that. And when I finished, the next quest was another dungeon, and I immediately uninstalled, and I won't be going back. Putting requirements like that into a single player, into an MMO, where you can't play the game. No, I'm talking about Final Fantasy XIV. Not Guild Wars 2. Where you cannot level up without doing multiplayer content is a non-starter for me. I understand when I play an MMO that if I want to play solo, I'm not going to have the top end gear in like WoW or Final Fantasy XIV. I understand that I'm not going to have access to cosmetics and that sort of thing if I'm not going to play in groups. I accept all that. I always have. But if I can't play through the storyline stuff without being forced to play a type of content that I don't find fun, I won't play the game. I've got, like I said, 6,000 hours in WoW, and I did used to raid as part of a guild. I have 5,000 hours in Latro. I have 5,000 hours in this game. In none of those games was I forced to do multiplayer content to level up, gear myself out adequately. But in Final Fantasy XIV, the storyline has stoppers that require dungeons. Never going back. That's not a game I'm interested in. Now, it's also a JRPG, and I don't like JRPGs historically. I played a few, didn't like them compared to Western RPGs and MMORPG. Don't like them, don't like the visual sensibilities. I don't like some of the designs that are inherent in the genre in Asian gaming. But I was willing to give it a shot because there's so many people playing it. So I acknowledge undeniably, it's a great game. Absolutely. Millions of people are playing it and enjoying it and paying for it. It's a great game. For me, I fucking hate it. So, I wasn't struggling through it at that point. I wasn't really having fun. It was okay. It was an okay gaming experience until it wasn't. Well, we have now finished 2 of our weeklies. We've got the events done. What else have we got? Veteran rank enemies and bounty missions. Or group events. Which was the group event? Vorp has accurately assessed one of the things I particularly loathe, which is, well, it's cutesy. Not just cutesy pets, Vorp. Cutesy. For instance, my current pet. I do not think he can be described as cute. Well, he can. I'm not running that as my current pet. Well, technically, I guess I kind of am running that as my... Yeah, embrace my inner woo. Yeah. So I have this one converted, but the actual pet I have is this guy. The chunky dragon boy. He's not cutesy. He's fugly. That's an ugly dude. So I kind of like him. But the cutesy ones, The ooh-woo stuff. Just don't like it. Like playing solo and MMOs yourself. Almost always avoid grouping for anything other than... but either because other players will be either in speed mode, yeah, and you get no XP as you like to just run behind, or players just outright crude and yeah, rude and crude. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't like it. Now, one of the great things about Guild Wars 2 is you can still have group play in the open world. You've got world bosses, you've got events, all that stuff. You're still playing with other players. It's cooperative, but it's completely optional. You tried ESO, wasn't for you thinking of trying Guild Wars 2, though you like the horizontal progression in Guild Wars 2? Yeah, that's another advantage. I never have to worry about my gear getting obsolete. You like the option to have both when an instance is designed to scale from solo to supporting groups. That's the best. Yeah, I would agree with that. You know, it's a little tougher road to hoe, scaling instances and stuff. But when you can get it right, I agree completely. And one of the ways you do that is, to my mind, I also like adjustable difficulty, where there's a story mode for like a story instance. There's a challenging mode, and then maybe a hard mode, so that you've got multiple different tiers for different types of players with different rewards. And again, I know that's more engineering, but that way players don't feel excluded. You have the option of not being shoehorned into one option only. Yeah, I agree. That is the best of both worlds, where you have a story level which even a person with like a physical disability or someone who's old and can't play well anymore has no real challenge in it. And that's fine. That's great. You have the standard mode, which is, let's say, one player, soloable, but a little bit challenging. And then you have challenging modes and more difficult modes. One of the nicest things they've done to, even though I'm not doing them, to strike missions and stuff, they've added the challenge mode, and now they're adding, I think it's called legendary mode. So they have now the regular mode, hard mode, and stupidly hard mode. And those kinds of things, multiple tiers of difficulty. It's one of the things I think WoW has done really, really well with their new expansion, is challenging, interesting solo/multiplayer content with things like delves. I think the delve system is really smartly put together. It's not perfect, but it's really smartly done. I was going to do something else. What else was I going to do? Strike mission? Probably not. Shattered Ice Ruins. Where's the Shattered Ice Ruins? One sec. Guild Wars 2. Shattered Ice Ruins. Which one is that? Frostgorge Sound. Is this got one of the cheats? Pardon the phrase, shortcuts. Yes, it is. Start from the Ice Flow Waypoint. Give me one sec. The Ice Flow Waypoint is precisely there. Don't like WoW. They make a lot of it into cash grab when it used not to be. It's always been a cash grab. They're in the business of making money. So they're always going to be trying to make as much money as they can. I think I actually want to be there. My issue with them more often than not has been the quality of the content. Now, the latest content, I thought Dragonflight was okay, but not anywhere near as good as a lot of people felt. Whereas I feel that the newer expansion, The War Within, is a significantly better product. I think it was a good expansion. Well, yeah, certainly, yeah, they're doing that, and I don't approve of that. Adding, early play options to all of their freaking games. I'm not a fan of that. Pay to get early access to all of their games. I think that freaking sucks. But a lot of companies are doing that. And what was it? There was a big game coming out not too far from now where it was single player and they were offering a 6-day head start on it. I hate that. But this should be another weekly complete? Yes, weekly complete. Yeah, they had the... was it 90 for the mount? It was 80 or 90 for the special mount that had abilities that they said they would never have on a mount that was for sale. So, yeah. Not the first time a game company has said that will never happen and then made it happen. Monthly slab, which you can spend some currency on to buy a token for. Actually, they pulled the plug for a while on the tokens because people wanted gold to buy the mount that Vorpine was just talking about, the Brontosaur, that has a built-in auction house and bank, maybe? I can't remember. But if you're willing to, yeah, auction house for sure. I don't remember what other functions was on it. But yeah, you have to play a lot to get enough gold, or like be really, really good and be part of a raiding guild that's doing things like selling raids for gold. But yeah, if you get enough gold, you can turn the gold into subs. But you can do the same thing in EVE Online, and a lot of people just find it to be very tedious because you got to play so much to get your free sub. But yeah, you're right. It is technically, if you're willing to spend enough time at it, you can. Identify 100 pieces of unidentified gear. Well, I have a character I can do that on right now. Let me return to my homestead. I can't do that right now. Why? Why can I not do that? I should be able to do that. Well, I can do it over here, I think. Oh. Didn't have the right mount selected. Yeah, that was my problem. Pilot error. Pilot error. Yeah, you got to know life. Well, you've got to know life WoW for the gold stuff, or be really, really good. If you're really, really good and part of a good guild, you can sell raids. And, you know, if someone's willing to pay 100,000 gold, everybody in it is looking at 10,000 gold a pop. So you can get the gold pretty quick, but you got to be great. That's how the economy is all about player engagement. Yeah. All right, so we're back here. Character select. You know him, you love him. That may be the most handsome character in the entire game. Because we need to, he needs cat ears. No, that's not something he needs. Nor does he need fox ears, nor a fox tail, nor bunny ears. Use all.
Now I shall break you.
I believe it was salvage 100 items. So that's 23. Was it salvage 100? It was identify 100. We don't even have to salvage them, but I will. You got the store dino mount. It has auction house. And the other side is mail. Okay. Zandalar Bronto. I believe it had auction house or mail. And then it had a repair anvil. I don't know if it actually had the bank. Might have been the bank. If it was the bank and the auction house, then I can understand everyone dishing out the money for it. But still, that's
Nice
a
gear.
lot of money. You met someone that spent $500 to buy the 5 million mount. I always wanted the million gold mount, which was the big spider mount.
Target destroyed.
That's a mount you see almost nobody actually riding. I've only seen it a few times in all my years of playing.
The task at hand.
Was it 2 million? Okay, I thought that was 1. Yeah, maybe it was 2. Anyway, it's been a long time. But I haven't seen that but like maybe 2 or 3 times in all the years I played. Never got the Bronto. Always broke. Yes, I feel your pain. I was never broke, but I was never rich enough for anything like that.
We have completed.
I got a lot of cool stuff out of... Ooh, nice. We got a reclaimed metal plate. I got a lot of nice stuff out of the Pandaria remix. I had an enormous amount of fun with the Pandaria remix. That's one of the things I really like that Blizzard is doing. Is they are giving internal teams the power to do something weird. And that's how you got the weird Battle Royale mode, Plunder Storm, which I didn't play, but I thought was a clever addition to the game. The rewards were grindy as hell to get. But I really enjoyed one of the other things, which was the Pandaria remix. That was another one where, you know, a team sort of got the go-ahead to try something.
Affirmative.
I had a blast with it. I ran 5 characters, I think, through it. All the way.
Power flow at 30%. Rerouting.
And...
This is most remarkable.
One more batch at 25 ought to do. Indeed.
Act with wisdom.
We are halfway done with our weeklies. And it's Monday.
Threshold
I
achieved.
certainly hope they're going to do more remixes. As that was a... Not only was it fun, but also it gave you a way of getting access to a whole
We have completed
boatload
the task at hand.
of transmogs. Skins you probably didn't have a chance at before. We got 2 exotics out of that.
Spirits of the wild, welcome.
Out of greens. That's a double upgrade.
Excelsior.
Those are upgraded from greens to yellows to golds. I have both of them already unlocked. They selling for anything? 35, not really. And 47, that's almost. They look any good? That's a really boring torch. And a pretty boring pistol. But I'm going to burn a couple of Black Lion salvage kits on them. See what we can get. Legion Remix is rumored to be next. I had heard that as well. I don't think I would describe it as a rumor. Most of what I saw was wishful thinking or hopeful thinking, and I was hopeful for that as well. I would have to say that... I would say that Legion might have been my favorite expansion of all time. For WoW. You know, the legendary weapons was a fun game system, even though it was borrowed power again. I enjoyed the maps. Pardon the yawn. Yawn. Sell that. I can probably sell that. I end up using those more often than not. And is this one sellable? It is. Is it worth anything? Not really, no. Can I destroy it?
All things have a right to grow.
Rabid. No, it is not salvageable. It's worth 66 copper. Well, I'm not going to let someone get it and make a profit off of it, so I'm going to sell it myself.
Act with wisdom.
Just buy it from me. There you go.
Goodbye.
What else have we got in the weeklies? Oh, I can get, well, a few more points. I'm going to grab a Vista Incanta. I believe she's parked in Cantha. Miss T's still hanging around. I believe you seemed astonished by my characters. I'll give a character countdown for you after I grab the Vista over here. I will welcome commentary about my exquisite fashion sense. Okay, not for myself, obviously. I'm wearing a tattered, crappy old white hoodie. That's another 10 points for nothing. So here's the character countdown. This is the one I was just playing. Come on. Not a big Sylvari fan generally, so you won't see a huge number of those. Lens, of course, the most distinguished and handsome character in the entire game. My most played character, Spongo Smallberries. One of my more recent additions. That is another of my Sylvari. Much better looking than your average Sylvari, simply because he's got, you know, Abaddon's head. Big green glowy char. That's a mask, by the way. We don't actually have dragon characters in Guild Wars 2. Little female Asura. I'm not a huge fan of this fashion myself, but I paid Astral Acclaim to unlock these skins, and by God, one of my characters is going to wear it. You know, when it comes to abdomens, I've always felt that a barrel or a keg is better than a six-pack. My first Char character, Cheshire, because he's the Cheshire cat. My Norn, I have a Norn Thief and a Norn Ranger, both of which were made as big as I could possibly make them. One of my newer characters, there's two in a row here who are still not completely leveled up. My first Mechanist, won't be my last. Kneebreaker Nas, one of my more recent characters. I think this was my first Mesmer. I think. She's my emo. Edge Lady. She's sporting the Mad King heavy armor. One of my two Harbingers. He's got very nice fashion sense, I think. She's a recent addition to my stable of 80s. So we have what? Yeah, two virtuosos right next to each other. They look a little different, I think you'll agree. This is the character I have been working up all through the entire storyline. And he just finished Path of Fire. At some point I need to go back into my YouTube and collect all 30-odd of the episodes so far, streams that I've done with him. Not a hood I use a lot, but I like it here on him. This is my thief. I made him as big and tall as I possibly could because the idea of an enormous thief appeals to me. This is clearly she should be hosting a television show, hosting horror movies. That's two of my Necros right next to each other. This character still leveling up, 43. This is my Catalyst. My Blade Sworn. My Mirage. No freaking life is correct. Norzondor Gorgonax, one of my favorite, if not my favorite name. I stole it from XKCD, the online cartoon that comes out on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's actually a very difficult to explain computer logic joke. Another one of my Sylvari. Another one of my Sylvari. Amanita the Amusing is her name. Amanita, of course, is a mushroom. And she's the amusing because she's, well, a fun guy to be around. I think my lowest level character that is a keeper that I need to level up. And lastly, one of my trio of the Wingnut family, who are my NGs. And I have 2 open slots. 37 characters and 2 open slots. I'm not a well person. Yeah, not well. I think I'm going to call it here for the evening. I want to thank you guys for hanging out, even through my little vanity show there at the end. Tomorrow, I will not be streaming starting at the regular time, but I will be streaming. I will be streaming shortly after I get up. I believe the new Guild Wars 2 content drops at 9 a.m., so probably sometime between 10 and 11, but possibly as early as 9. I will start streaming the new content, which is Godspawn. Drops will be enabled for those of you who are Guild Wars 2 players. If you choose to watch me, and if not me, if you're a player, you should probably watch one of the streamers and get the free contents. Let me see, what was it? Give me 1 second. I can even tell you what the gifts you will be getting are from the drops. 1 hour gets you 5 transmutation charges. 2 hours gets you a festive hat. It's a Santa hat. 4 hours gets you a glider skin, the snowflake glider. And 6 hours gets you the winter solstice outfit. I can actually show you those, I think. Let's see. Should be able to. Let's see. We come over to outfits. Winter solstice. Why won't you let me look at it? You won't let me look at it. Why are you miserable like this? Why would you not want people to look at it? Is it the same way for the glider? No, they show you with the gliders. Okay, was it Snowflake? Yeah, Snowflake glider. So that's the glider skin that's free. Nothing spectacular, but it's nice. So that is starting tomorrow. And I believe it all goes live at 9 a.m. But this is going to be it for me. Again, thank you guys very, very much for hanging out with me. Oh, snap, crackle, and pop. I'll be back tomorrow. Earlier than usual. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great rest of your Monday night. And because I try to set an achievable goal for the people who watch, I hope the rest of your week doesn't suck. I'm back tomorrow. Have a great night tonight. Take care, and ciao for now. Good night, guys.